everyone, welcome back to the garage. We got a double restoration this time. We got a couple of old auto body hammers that we're going to try and breathe some new life into. This one, it's got about a half a roll of duct tape on it, but it does have a nice oak handle and the head is solid on it. It doesn't have a bunch of nails or screws driven down through the eye, so I think we could do something with this. This guy, on the other hand, it is split up towards the head and it is a little bit loose. We might have to put a new handle on it. We'll see. At one point it had blue paint over the entire thing. So we'll clean it up, see what we can do with it. Why don't you come on this side, we'll take a closer look at it. I think everybody's about as curious as I am as to what's under the duct tape. So let's take care of this guy first. All right, let's see what's under this duct tape. This is going to take a little while. Yep, unfortunately, there was a reason for all the duct tape. And everybody out there knows what it is. Nice, big old crack right in the handle. Look at that, what a shame. Holy smokes, that's all the way down. These hammers aren't supposed to be put under that much stress. They're just auto body hammers. Alright, so we're back. We got the head cleaned up, wire wheeled. Still got to do some Dremel work inside the eye. But the wire wheeling did reveal a manufacturer. And right here on the side, I'll get you closer to see it. Fairmont out of Cleveland, Ohio. Now, Fairmont was one of the big nine tool manufacturers at the turn of the 20th century, 1900s. And it's really cool because I've actually got a few other tools from Fairmont, the adjustable wrench, some open-ended wrenches. The handle didn't really fare so well. It was split all the way down, hence the half a roll of duct tape on it. But we do have a really cool Fairmont auto body head that we can add to our Fairmont collection. We're going to hang it on some new wood, or actually some old wood I think I might have, and get to work on it. But first, we got to get this guy in some evaporust. There you go. Fairmont 164-something or other. That's going to look good hanging on the new handle. And then some of these old guys that I've got. There's that adjustable wrench. Fairmont. And some open-ended wrenches. Also from Fairmont. Pretty cool. All right, so we're out of the evaporust, and they came out really nice. The Fairmont and the No Name, we're going to hit them on the fiber wheel, polish up the ends. The striking surfaces are going to get a nice high polish, and the rest of the hammerheads, I think we're going to cold blue. That should be a nice look, and then we'll hang on some new handles. Usually, with things like this, I would take off these casting marks, file them down. You can see there. These casting marks left over from the forging process. Usually I'd file those down, but I think just because of the look that they have, we're going to leave them as it is, polish up the ends, and blue the rest. So let's hit them on the fiber wheel. Alright, so we're done with the fiber wheel, and the striking surfaces came out really nice. They're reasonably shiny. We're going to hit them with the conditioning belts though, see if we can shine them up just a bit more, smooth out some of that surface imperfections. But first we're going to take off the fine belt and switch over to the medium belt to start with. Time for a little G96 gun blue. All right, now with the bluing on, ready to go. Just give it a little bath in oil, let it sit for a while we get the handles ready. All right, well, the hammer heads are soaking. We're going to start taking care of the handles and see if we can shape this up, clean it up, and make it respectable. There's a lot of blue paint on there. Let's get scraping. All right, so good news. The scraping is coming out nice, and that crack that I thought was up top is really just a little minor check in the wood, so we can do some sanding, throw some glue down there, do some sanding, fill it in a little bit. It should be fine. Now we got to get that side. Just forcing as much glue down into this crack as I can. Then we'll take the sawdust from the sanding use that to fill the crack in. All right, so we're going to use the other broken handle as the pattern on this piece of scrap oak that I found. And since we don't have a lathe, we're just going to file off, sand off the corners, smooth them out a little bit, use a rasp, and shape up the neck. And hopefully we end up with something that resembles a handle for a hammer. Alrighty, there's our bevels on the edges. Makes for a good grip. All right, let's keep cleaning it up. All right, well, we got the handle all carved out, sanded up. The head does fit on nice and snug. We're going to get a little bit of color on it. I think we're going to go with the early American, match the other handle. Get a little bit of boiled linseed oil on it, wax it up. You can get it ready to hang that head on it. And I think I got one last surprise for these handles though too. So let's get in there and get this stain on. All right, so as I was cleaning up the handle, I cut the notch in the top for the wedge and realized I don't have a wedge. So we're going to get creative and we're going to solve that problem. Hang on. Now I know everybody's got these lying around. Bunch of old keys that you don't know what they go to, how you got them, where they came from. But if you find the right size, this guy, he's going to be my new wedge. We're going to slice the top off, grind it down a little bit, and Mr. ADT Metal Incorporated key is going to be the wedge in a very vintage body hammer. All right, a little bit of Dremel cutting and a little bit of grinding on the wheel and out of the key. We got ourselves a wedge for the hammer. All right, just about there. We got our wedges done. The heads are all cleaned up. Got this guy stained, got some boiled linseed oil on it. I got one more surprise for the handles. Give me a minute. Let me take care of it, and I'll be right back. Now, a couple minutes. All right, guys, here's that special added touch on the body hammers. We did a simple leather wrap on the handles, and it came out absolutely fantastic. I am so excited how this looks. The leather actually came from a vintage horse saddle that I salvaged the leather from. And just for note, the handle on this one, the oak, came from an old church pew. The key that we used as a wedge, old vintage keys. So these hammers are quite a bit of history in themselves. And this is the kind of project I love. It's got the wood, it's got leather, it's got steel, it's got polish and shine, it's vintage. Absolutely fantastic and fun to work on. So hope you guys enjoyed it. And let's take a look back and see what they look like when we started. All right, folks, well, that about wraps it up here for the saving of these two vintage body hammers and their restoration. All in all, I am really excited how they turned out. I love how we got to use some old leather from a horse saddle, some oak from a church pew, a couple of keys for the wedges. Really excited about that. Hope you enjoyed it too. Leather on the handles for the body hammers. Was it practical? Maybe. Totally cool? Absolutely. So thanks again for coming by the garage. We look forward to seeing you on the next one. Take care.